we had two words to define rugby here at Palmer College, I would say that those two words are pride and tradition. It's different than any sport I've ever played. I mean, it's, you know, in football you get together in a little huddle and then you break out and you do your own thing. In basketball, you know, there's 5 guys out on a court, but you might be the only one scoring. In rugby, it was completely different because, you know, as a group of 15 guys out there, if one guy scored, everybody felt like it was the entire team that scored.
Palmer Rugby here really started, as the story goes, there's a group of students playing touch rugby with a football on the field, and David Palmer walked up to them, asked what they're doing. They said they're playing touch rugby. What's that, he said, and they said it's a sport played outside America, played in phenomenal amount. 64 countries in total now in the world. And he looked at it back then as a recruiting tool. He went to Australia and New Zealand, South Africa, the main playing nations, and he recruited. And he brought players over here of a superior caliber.
I played on the line always, and of course I was not particularly fleet of foot. So I became a lineman, and I learned the scrum and learned to wear my ear patches, and so they wouldn't rip off my ears, and learned how not to take a shave before the game so you could work the other guy's face a little bit. The coach was a gentleman by the name of Tom Lowe, and we played Notre Dame, Indiana, Wisconsin. We played most of the Big Ten schools and really did quite well, and it was kind of remarkable how Tom used his history as a coach and then the camaraderie of chiropractic to put together quite a team.
Back in the late 60s, early 70s, they were just phenomenal. They were so dominant. They won everything. Palmer was the team. Then in the late 70s again, Palmer again became dominant in the college ranks. Palmer became so dominant, in fact, that they had an NCAA sanctioning. Palmer wasn't allowed to play in the college ranks anymore because the players were just too far superior. What they did is they put us up to the men's league. It became a little tougher to dominate.
Here was a little school of a couple thousand, and you're going to the Big Ten schools with a 30, 40,000 student population and playing them and really coming out quite well. When we first started, we were pretty rough, but after my second year, Tom had begun to put together quite a football team, and so we got quite competitive, and we won many of our matches. And of course, present-day rugby is quite an excellent sport today. It just was one more aspect of being Palmer proud, and you really were when you went out there and you were playing for your school and playing for chiropractic. Quite often, the opposing team would have we students, ruggers, work on them because they would see us getting worked on over the sidelines. So we were not only playing a sport, but we were also passing on chiropractic to the public.
We were working on other rugby players. They came to us and they said, well, you know, I hurt here, can you help me? Because it is, you know, it's a tough sport. I think it only helped every one of us in that, you know, everywhere we went, we were looked at as kind of a different entity. You know, we were chiropractic students where the other colleges were other college students. They wanted to know about chiropractic. It wasn't just that we were there playing rugby. They wanted to know why we were there, why you're going to chiropractic college. It was a very prideful thing for us to do. We thought this was really a stage for us, and we were able to conduct ourselves in a way that, yes, we played good rugby, but afterwards we were able to talk about chiropractic.
Palmer! Let's go. Let's go, Palmer! Big push! Big push!
So we've got to punch it up the middle more, we've got to get tighter. So we're coming off banjo. And you call loud and you call way early. And you give it even though they're going to get wasted. You give it early, all right? And it's your job to stay on your feet and set the ball. Okay? Who's got 30 minutes in them for 50 points? Oh, yeah, that's it. Let's do it.
The skill level is phenomenal. It's just harnessing the skills, teaching them the experience, and then taking it onto the field. You watch a lot of Palmer rugby games, a lot of people don't understand what's going on. But a lot of the new guys, if I can put it, that came along and are learning rugby, we win a lot of games on just heart, playing to win. The big games we lose are the ones where we need the experience and the skill to step up. But a lot of them play above themselves. At times it can be frustrating, at times it's very, very elating to see them come through with a win. We were outpowered, outmanned by the other team, but came through on Palmer pride.
When you're playing a game like rugby, everybody has to do their certain job, and if it's not done, then the job doesn't get done. It was quite a thrill while you're in that pack and pushing against another 8 guys. That's where the camaraderie came in. It was one purpose, and the purpose was to go out and win for Palmer College. Dave Palmer gave the scholarships to the Palmer Rugby Team for a reason, to spread the word of chiropractic through athletic excellence. And it's continued, and it's fantastic to be able to be part of a 40-year program, and we were able to pass that torch down and to see it continuing on. The tradition is just getting stronger and stronger.
To pull on that jersey, especially with the alumni present, and the alumni make a great effort to come to a lot of the games and support. It's just, you just play. You're out there for pride and passion. And purple's not my favourite colour, I'll tell you that right now, but when you pull the jersey on, away you go. With the purple on there, you just play, you want to win. There's a lot of tradition here at stake. But at the end of the day, you're going to play 4 years with a very top, prestigious football team, a lot of pride and tradition, and you're going to graduate as a doctor of chiropractic. I don't know anywhere in the world where you can do that. It's a great opportunity.